Howdy folks, how we doing? So we've got the Fastrac in the barn. Yesterday I was doing a load of muck cart with it. I was getting rid of the heap of muck that we got up at the top of the yard that we stored there over winter, during winter when it was too wet to take up the field. So I've been moving that yesterday, so we've got room for when we start silage. Bit of wet today, so I've drawn it down, hence why it looks so mucky. Because I'm going to put new pads in the front axle of the Fastrac. So can do with the wheels on, but I'm going to whip the wheels off so we can see more clearly. And I reckon I'm going to have to put a set of discs on. Not today. I'm going to put pads in today, but I reckon the discs we'll have a close look when we get in there. But we may have to put a set of discs on, and I want to see how to do that because I've not put a set of discs on one of these before. So let's get into it. So this being a 3170, it's only got the single caliper on, but certainly like the 220, the flagship, that used to come fairly sure standard with twin calipers, but not so on these. So you've just got single caliper. Now you can see you can see the slight ribbing in that disc. There's not a lot of wear. I mean, you feel the lip at the top. There's not a huge amount of wear there, but I bet that's going to be a ton of money. I'll have to have a look, see how much one of them discs is. Yeah, going to be a lot of money, but I'm not going to worry about it today. Obviously, it will just wear the pads out quicker. But so we'll get these out, get the new ones in. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's been a really long time since I've had to change any pads, let alone on a Fastrac. I've done them, but we're talking 10 years ago, maybe more. Right. That should all come out now. Right, so just levering the calipers back. Right, so there we go. Not the prettiest. I'm not sure that was doing a huge amount of stopping. So there's a brand new one. Chuck it on the floor, George. And I would say they're about a quarter worn, so there's about 3/4 of the pad left, I would say. They kind of sort of shine up, and you lose your, not the adhesiveness, but if you know what I mean, you lose the grippiness of the pad. So that's where the new one comes in. But yeah, the disc is not bad. It's certainly not, it's not thin, but it's just the way it's worn. I'm going to have to, at some point in the future, put a set on it, no doubt, and they're going to cost a horrendous money, I should think. Well, these are not actually the biggest pads in the world, really, are they? I mean, no bigger than what you find on your car, but do the job. So put the new ones in, and there. Oh, there we go. That's that done. That was easy enough. Right, so oddly the near side has got a different setup for the anti-rattle springs. And again, kind of oddly, you got both sorts supplied with the pads. So this is, I don't know, possibly the old style kit, same as on the other side. But we've got these new ones as well, which is the same as what's in here. But I don't know why they're different. Why would they be different? Updated, I suppose. Either. It's still got to come out. God, that's really well in there. That is. Oh. Bugger. Oh, that's, yeah. That's marmaladed, that, isn't it? Ah! Skinned knuckles. Thank you very much. Ow. Well, yeah, look at that. Awesome. Totes awesome, that is. Right, pad's out now, so hopefully, well, I can get in there to leave it now. Hopefully we can get this thing to move. Oh yeah, we're just tweaking the old, tweaking the, what are we tweaking? We're tweaking the disc at the minute. What if stick one of the new pads in, which will fit, which won't quite fit in a minute. Let's just push that in a bit more. There we go. Now we can lever on here without flexing the disc. Oh man, that's tight. That's like well tight. I am slowly working it back. Oh, she is on the move. You beauty. Will that pry now? Where's my pry bar gone? Pry bar? There it is. That'll pry. Nope, still don't really want to pry. Oh yeah, it's oh, it's still a bit tight. A bit more GW on there. I'll just try. I've got my 10-ton hydraulic. What was it? A frame repair kit is what they call them. But this little bit of kit here, these two halves, they split apart, which is handy for things like this, but it does only produce half a ton doing this, fairly obviously, like, you know, because it's what it is, but we should be able to get it in a bit. See if I can just put a bit of extra. Shut my knob. Knob is shut. Yeah, I just want you to pop out. It's not in particularly far. Try again. Yeah. That's what it does, but as it gains us a lot, it will carry on with some bigger chisels here. Yeah, we'll go with a bigger chisel and get a bit more out of it. Yeah, she's moved a bit more. Trouble is, once I get that all the way in, which is what I want to do, I've then got to just get that piston back, press the brake pedal, get that piston back out, get it working so it goes back on its own. That's the key. Oh, I may need to go and get a bigger chisel. what I might need to go and do. So at least I can now get, oh, bloody hell, get the more pry bar in there properly. It does actually fit, that's handy to know. So in theory we can get away with that being as far back as it needs to be, because it is as far back as it needs to be. So now I shall fire up and we'll get that piston to come out again. And again, we'll have to work it in again, but hopefully, you know, each time I do it, it'll get easier. Right, now did that come out? Brake on with the pry bar at the minute, so it stays on. A bit more juice on her. That'll be excellent if that's all it takes. I was expecting to have to do it a few times, but a lot easier though. Keep doing that. Right, let's try it. Both nice and tight. Can't turn the hub, so they're both on. Right. Now, that's good. That one's got a bit of rattle. That one's maybe a smidge tight, but not. I mean, that was the loose one anyway. This side was all right. That was the one. And I think as it had worn so much, piston was coming so far out that Trouble is, it wasn't really stuck. I just wasn't getting it to go back in on the square, because obviously when you're prying it this side, you're just prying on the one side. So that obviously won't come out very far now, because these only operate like a mil or a couple of mil. You know, they just sort of the calipers are not sprung back or anything like that. They're not pressured back. They just rely on sort of the way they're seated, so that when there's no pressure behind them, they just sort of sit there, so that the pads are just like literally exactly how you want it, literally just sort of just rubbing the disc. So when you apply the brakes, yeah, there's no gap for it to take up. Like. So I'm happy with that. That should be fine now. Obviously I'm going to monitor it. Obviously we're going to look at when these pads are down, which will probably be a bit quicker than they were if they were good discs. They were decent discs, pads obviously last longer. So we'll have to monitor that fairly closely, and then when these pads are due for replacement, I'll have to get a set of discs as well. But yeah, it should really help with the Fastrac pulling up, because it was, I mean, it pulled up fine, but it should have been better, and it should be a lot better now. So, especially with that seized caliper, this wouldn't you couldn't feel you couldn't feel it pulling or anything like, but it wouldn't have been braking very well on this wheel. That's a sure fact. So, right, we'll get the anti-rattle pins in, wheel back on. Job be good and ready for a bit more muck cart. There we go, that took a lot longer than it needed to. But it's a good job done, so give me a little light. Yeah, so glad I've done it, and again spotted that seized up caliper, so that's a piston in the caliper, so that is good. So I will just keep an eye on them now, and we'll see how they wear. Like I say, next time I do it, I'll have to get a set of discs, which is a pain, but it is what it is, isn't it? So, but yeah, there you go. All fun and games, isn't it? All fun and games. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. See you on the next one. Ta-ta.